Hello everyone, I'm Marina and it's Sakramel School. Nail techs often debate on the question, which manicure is faster, safer, and more effective, e-file or combined? What do you think? In this video, we'll conduct an experiment. Combi on one hand and e-file on the other one, and compare the results. Let's get into it. Here are today's nails. I can see that my model's cuticle is normal, so either of the manicure types will work out here. But before doing the manicure, we need to remove the old coverage. There are such craters on some of the nails on the left hand. My model did the top coat herself, and the materials didn't go well together. That's it. She applied this top coat over another one, so such bald spots appeared on the surface, but she decided to keep it like this. First, I removed the old coverage up to the thin underlay. I think that a nail tech needs to know how to do various manicure types and choose them correctly depending on the nail plate type. For example, if the cuticle is dry, we'd better do an e-file manicure, and if it's wet, then we'd better cut it off by doing a combined or classic one. Why should we take this into account? If the cuticle is wet and you're trying to cut it off with the sphere drill bit, there is a high chance that the cuticle won't get caught, but get wrapped around the drill bit instead. Of course, we need to know the technique and choose the drill bit correctly to make sure that it all works out well. Actually, we can do the e-file manicure on all of the nail types, given that we know the nuances. If the cuticle is extremely dry, we'd better file it off, since then the skin gets polished with the drill bit and the skin scales get sealed, which prevents new hangnails. I have prepared the nails for sculpting. I touched up the length, didn't change the shape much, since I will show you how to fix these curled nails in the next video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so as not to miss out on it. I set a timer and proceed with the manicure. I will do a combined one on the right hand. I will use an e-file and scissors. On the left hand, I will use only an e-file. No cutting tools. I will cut off the cuticle completely using drill bits. The first step is the same in both manicure techniques. I process the left sides in the forward position. I process the lateral folds. Then I switch the rotation direction and process the right sides. To work faster, we need to follow the cuticle removal scheme, so as not to get stuck in some areas or make any extra moves. Then we will do the manicure faster. And the difference between the combined and e-file types is forming the cuticle rim with the drill bit. We'll lift it up and pull onto the rear fold to cut it off with the drill bit later. Due to this move, we can clean up the pocket under the cuticle once again, and it gets clean right away. We can't get that deep in the combined manicure technique due to the cuticle. My model has got a deep cuticle pocket. That is why after cutting the cuticle, I'll have to touch it up. I cut off the cuticle with equal speed. I carefully work with scissors, watch my model's reaction, and using a rounded cone drill bit, I polish the cuticle. It acts as an eraser. Just make sure not to push too hard so as not to overfile it. If the cuticle pocket doesn't look good after cutting, then we can get back to the flame drill bit and finish it up. I had to spend more time on this step in the combined manicure, since the cuticle wasn't lifted up that well there as it was in the e-file version, and I couldn't see some of the areas. We don't always need to get that deep with the drill bit. It is just the way to work with this particular cuticle type. Done with the e-file manicure, it took me 10 minutes to process the hand completely, and I continue doing the combined manicure. I touch it up a little, and the final time is 13 minutes 12 seconds. After the manicure, we need to remove all the dust. I'm using an alcohol wipe. since there's always some dust left, but a tack may think that it is leftover pterygium and continue filing it with the drill bit, which results in over-filing the gross points. We've got a perfectly clean manicure here. Give a thumbs up if you like the results. Now let's compare it with the hand we did a combined manicure on. I did a poll on my Instagram page, wondering if the tags could tell the difference. And most of the answers were incorrect. So what's the moral of the story? If we do everything correctly, using the right technique, then when looking from the top or the side, you won't see any noticeable difference. So choose a manicure technique that will go well with the cuticle type you're working with. Always take a skin type into account. We can't choose the technique just because we're comfortable using it. For example, a combined manicure. We need to check out the cuticle type and only then choose a manicure technique. I think these cuticle pockets look great now. Write in the comments which manicure type you prefer doing. And if you like this video format, then check out the video where I compare using dual forms versus paper ones. I'm sure you'll like it too. Success in your work! Bye bye!